Hello there, I am Musty Hobbit, and today we are talking about the final game system that I will be going over as part of my collection highlight series here. Over the past few weeks, I have been going through each of my individual systems that I have games for in my collection and highlighting those games, and today we are coming to the end with the Xbox One. Now, what you see here is my Xbox One X, which I picked up in early December of 2017. I also have a Day One Edition Xbox One, which is the one that came bundled with the Kinect and the special branding on the controller. That one I have packed away because I have been using the X exclusively since I have picked it up. But I'm very pleased with the system. I really enjoy utilizing it, and I do have a number of games on here digitally that I am playing. Destiny 2, Overwatch, and Madden 18. But I do have a number of physical discs. Those will be what I'm going through here today. The one thing about the Xbox One X is being that it is backwards compatible, there are a number of games that I'm getting through either games with gold or through my 360 backwards compatibility or Xbox backwards compatibility. So there's a lot that I play on this system through the Xbox One X, which is excellent. So let me just run through the games that I've got here, and then in no particular order, let's kind of throw these out here. We have Gears of War 4, which I still need to play through Gears 3, but we have Recore, which was I enjoyed it as an exclusive. It's better than I think people give it credit for, and as I understand the definitive edition, which this one is not the definitive edition, but the definitive patch is something that you get the moment that you set it up. That fixes apparently a lot of the little hiccups that the original launch had. I did end up picking this up despite videos that I had over a year ago where I said that I was going to return it. I got a great deal. This is still sealed, of Mass Effect Andromeda. One of these days I will go back and actually give it its fair due, because my initial impressions were shaky. But when it then dropped to somewhere in the $10 to $15 range for the deluxe edition, so I said, why not? Might as well. We have a copy of Sunset Overdrive, which is sealed, and it's sealed because I have Sunset Overdrive on here digitally. They were giving it away for free at one point early in the game's launch window. So I had picked it up then, and I've been able to play it without having to open up this disc. So I figure, why not? I have Dragon Age Inquisition, another BioWare title. Haven't had a chance to get to that. Great value here. Rare Replay has 30 games on it from Rare, including a lot of the 360 titles, some N64 titles, all the way back to like old arcade. And so this is well worth the price. I think you can even find it bundled with Gears of War 4, which is just great value. You should go get it if you at all enjoy retro games. It's great, and hopefully Rare is returning to form, and hopefully we'll see how Sea of Thieves goes. Hopefully I'm not eating my words on that in a month. Doom, which is just a great return to what old shooters were. That game is just amazing. Halo 5 Guardians, and Halo the Master Chief Collection. This is an excellent value as well if you can find a copy of it, and it has Halo 1 through 4. It does not have ODST. That's the only thing that I think is really missing, and then Halo Reach, which is also a backwards compatible title, so that would be how you can best play all the Halos, including Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary, which is made specifically on this disc. This is the deluxe edition of Final Fantasy 15, which comes in this nice slipcover. It has the fantastic artwork on the case here, and this came with some extra DLC and the Kingsglaive movie. So the movie that kind of sets up the game is on here. Totally worth picking up this edition if you are going to pick up Final Fantasy 15. So And I would recommend watching Kingsglaive before. It's a good feature-length movie, and it kind of sets the stage for some of the political stuff that's in the background that they didn't want to bog down the beginning of the game by having to walk through. So the movie kind of gets you there with some action in the process. Pick this up super cheap. Disney Fantasia Music Evolved. Now this requires the Kinect, which is something that unfortunately, one of the disadvantages to the X is that they got rid of the port for the standard Kinect, like the Day One edition has. There are ways to get around this, either by soldering, by doing some aftermarket work, or you can buy an adapter, which is extremely hard to come by and is fetching a ridiculous cost right now. Hoping that sort of dies down as people, decide that the Kinect, maybe as they decide the Kinect is something they don't want anymore, maybe those adapters will come on the market as well. But right now, it's just really hard to get a handle on one of those, even through Best Buy. Never mind, it's a long story, but I mentioned this before. Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, and that I've been playing a little bit of, and then we have a Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War as well. So that's the extent of my physical Xbox One collection. I do have, I think, 3 different controllers. I do have the Kinect with the Day One edition, but nothing else too unique. I do have an Elite controller, and that is about as perfect a controller as far as for me and for my hands as you can find. So if you're ever in the market for those things are worth the sticker price. I will just say that now. But obviously this collection will continue to morph as more physical games come out. And with the onset of Game Pass, who knows, maybe that changes how I pick up new games for the system. We will have to see. But please let me know what you think. Again, this is the end of this series of videos going over all of the game systems that I have. The series has taken a while, so I appreciate those of you who have stuck around for the duration of this video series, or for those who have joined in the middle based on a system maybe that you found interesting. There is a lot more content coming for this channel, and I will continue to put out a regular Thursday release, as well as a video on Monday highlighting the new featured content on the Cartridge Club every single week. So if any of that is interesting and you want to stick around, please subscribe, please like the video, and share this or any of the other collection highlights with your friends if you have gaming friends as well. For now, I'm going to say thank you for coming by. I have been Musty. Take care of yourself and be good to each other. Bye.